Hey guys, welcome. Today I wanted to talk about radionics. Radionics has been one of my magic wands for healing that I work with, and it has really changed my life. So I wanted to share with you about the basics of radionics, how it works, and my experience with it. So the first time I was introduced to radionics was in back in 2012, 2012 August to be precise. I actually visited Seattle to meet one great spiritual couple, Dawn Paris and Ilona Silke. Both are amazing teachers, and they have been pioneering in teaching the world about the power of radionics and manifestation, and truly just being in their presence was truly incredible for me at that point. And at that time I was actually not I met them at a time where I was really disconnected from myself. I was not truly um, authentic, or I was not truly connected to my purpose. And that's the time when I met them. And then and I heard about radionics. I was super excited about it. And in fact, Don actually sat with me and he trained me in radionics, in how to run the program, how to do it, what is it. And we had a couple of sessions with me, and the immediate effect was, as soon as I came back from Seattle after meeting them, instantly I quit coffee. Like, I was a super coffee addict. By then I used to drink at least 5 6 cups a day, at least, maybe more. And I was struggling with headaches, migraines, but yet I couldn't leave my coffee. But as soon as I came back, instantly my coffee was off. Like, I've never again touched coffee again. So it really had a very deep impact on me, on my habits. And since then, I was so totally hooked onto it. And I actually got a radionics machine, which I'm going to show you guys in a bit, and talk about it. And I started getting trained. I started working with people. I started experimenting on my husband and on my friends, and I really saw amazing results. So I decided to, and I also used that to work on myself when I was actually trying to get pregnant, and that's a whole different story. So, but this is something, one of my magic wands that I use on myself, on any time I'm trying to manifest something. I bring in these energies. And also I run this program on myself every month, every week, to keep myself in balance. So let me talk about what is this. What are we talking about? So let's go back to the basics. Everything is energy, everything is vibration, everything is energy, everything is vibration, right? And this energy it is the energy is more in it is in motion. It is a constantly changing form, changing vibration, in the sense, the energy in our mind is in the form of thoughts, waves of thoughts, belief systems. The energy in our physical body is in the form of blood, in the form of organs, in the form of systems. The light energy, the radio waves energy, the electromagnetic energy, so the gravitational energy. So the energy within it, it just changes, it forms as per vibration, and we perceive it in that way. And also there's so much that the physical senses are not able to perceive, right? We only see a very minute spectrum in the whole spectrum of light. The visible light is only this much, and we see there's so much infrared rays, ultra radio waves, microwave rays, so many things that we cannot perceive through our physical eyes, and so does our ears. So there's so much around us, which and our physical body has so many subtle layers of energy, which we call it as biofields. Biofields are these complex multi-structured systems where physical body is representing the lowest in these levels of controls. And physical body is actually a mirror, a reflection, a dense reflection of our biofield. So if there is anything that needs to be changed in our physical experience, whether that is our physical body, the way we our physical health, or what we see in our reality is just a reflection of what is in that multi-structured complex system of biofield. And every biofield is unique. Every biofield is unique. It's only one of a kind. We are actually we are the unique beings. There's nobody like you. There's nobody like me. We are the unique we hold that unique signature, energetic signature. And this energetic signature, this field has programming, which we call it as in radionics, intrinsic data fields. Intrinsic data fields. So this is the core of it. So the science behind this is every biofield holds this information, intrinsic data fields, and this holds the information about that particular system. So if it's the heart, so the heart has the intrinsic data field on how it needs to function. A liver or a hair or our teeth, how it is to function. So it holds that information of wholeness, of to heal, self-healing itself. But over the time, since we got disconnected, either because of our belief systems or being isolated, living in our apartments, not connected to people around us, we get disconnected, and so does it affects our cells at a very atomic level, and the information gets lost. So that is where the radionics this technology come into play. This magic comes into play. What it does is basically, what it is doing is it not only it analyzes the strength and clarity of this in this data field, this intrinsic data field, but it also balances it. Now let's talk about that. So the system, the technology that I work with is called SE5000. SE5000. SE5 stands for subtle energies, a fifth model. And what it does is, I'm going to show you in a minute how it looks like, but what it does is it actually analyzes and the strength and clarity of a data field. And also if it knows that it is not up to the level, it actually sends an information to balance it. What am I talking about? Say for example, my teeth is hurting. Okay, it's hurting, and I'm going through a lot of pain. So the information within the teeth, it forgot how it needs to function, or the healing part of it. So we are going through this technology, we are going to analyze the strength and clarity of the data field, the blueprint. We're going into the blueprint where we have all the data available. We send in data to balance it, to send in information on how to heal itself, to send in the information of the vital organ of a teeth, how it looks like. We send in that programming into that particular organ. So it is so amazing because it doesn't require distance or time. There's no time and distance. It works anywhere, any part of the world. So my clients are all over the world where I work on that, on radionics, and it's basically, we are really a fine-tuning and amplifying system. SE5 is a fine-tuning and amplifying system to bring into conscious awareness some of the things that we are already working on. So when we combine this along with mindset coaching, along with bringing in other tools together, the results are absolutely powerful. And we can see that the frequency modulation, the fine-tuning of the frequency is happening much faster than it would normally. So this is a way where we manifest things faster, and putting all the things, activating all the systems together. So let's go ahead and see how my setup when I actually do perform a radionic session. Okay guys, so this is my workspace. Before I show you this, I wanted to show you my pyramid here. This is a Russian pyramid that I sit and meditate before I start working for about half an hour. Before I start working, I actually cleanse the space, meditate for about half an hour. And then this is my desk space. This is actually my table where I do my healings, but I convert this as my table when I need it. Okay, so let me show you what I have here. So this is a computer. This is a very dedicated computer that I use only for radionics. I do not use it for anything else. This is my other laptop, my personal laptop, if I need any information. So again, this is a Russian pyramid. And this is, I use it, so it's important to have a clear energy. Since I have a lot of laptops, Wi-Fi and stuff, it's important to clear the EMF radiation so I do not have any interferences. So I make sure I have all these stuff here, so I keep clearing the energies, and I do not have any interferences. And I have another Giza pyramid here, which is copper. This is pretty heavy. I keep it right next to my laptops. This is actually a gift given by Ken Rolla. This is a pyramid that has Ormus energy and a crystal in it, and it has the voltage coming out of it, which creates scalar waves and also neutralizes EMF radiation. So I really want to make sure when I work with a client, the energies are pretty clear. And this is the magic box. This is SC5, on which I work with for the radionics with the client. And this is my personal notebook that I work with. So yeah, so this is my setting, guys. This is where I sit. This is where I work. This is my meditation space. You see there are a lot of pyramids all over the room. Like this zone has literally, I normally do not get any phone connection here. It's like completely, I'm blocked. I don't have any network other than internet. And when I'm working, I actually put my phone on airplane as well, so I don't have any disturbance. Okay, so in the next video, I'm going to show you how the programs inside this box and how I work with it. Okay, guys, I just want to show you guys about how the SE5 works, and also show you the program of the different programs, the tunings available for us to work on. Okay, so this is the main screen. So I just clicked on analysis and a new session where I would work on my client. Say this is the operator. So I select myself and I select a client. Say I select myself. Right now I'm working on myself. And and then I would just say test session description. I'm working on my, say I have a migraine problem. So I'm working on my migraine. Primary focus of the session, migraines and headaches. Okay, so before I start, I need to actually check on the intake clearances. So this is something that I do for every client. I would check all these are interferences, EMF interferences, any subtle energy interferences, any the environmental interferences. So I want to make sure the energy purity is at least about 90%, about it, so if it is lower than that, then I would stop my session and find probably a different space or different time and work with it. So
So that's so I check for all these interferences, and then I would. So, for example, right now the energy purity. If I start working, so I would start with 100. So right now I have a 96.2. So it's pretty good to work on myself right now. And also the fact that I just meditated, I have the room set up to clear all the environmental disturbances really helps with this. Okay, so once I have the intake clearances done, then I would I would run a program. So these are all the programs that I have right now available. So balancing substance abuses, endocrine and chakra balancing. This is the most common one that I work with my clients. Chakra balancing. That is something that I do on myself every week. In fact, the more we work on these subtle energies, the higher our frequencies are in less distortions. So I work on this pretty often. Any specific depressions, we can work on our garden pests. Jet lag, if you're traveling, this is something that we can work on. A meridian, balancing meridian IDFs, chakra balancing, they all go together. Nervous system, stress IDFs, working like I work with many executives, corporate women who, or even any kind of, whether it's a relationship or work or health, any kind of stress, we can work on this. Weight problems, if you are struggling with weight and it's really getting hard, maybe because the programming needs to be changed. So as along with the working on our mindset belief systems, we also will go into this blueprint of our subtle energies and really start reprogramming. This is really effective, guys. So if you, this is something that works amazing. um, Vitality, overall health, toxicity, if you're dealing with a lot of metals and toxicity in your body, this is something that we can work on. Polarity IDFs, again, working on the electromagnetic polarities. So and then, so again, you know what, if say for example we're working on the weight problems, if you go into the sub program, you see um, there's a oops, then we have a lot of sub programs in there. We go through pretty subconscious, ego blocks, self limitations, mental blocks. So you see there is so much here that we go deep into and start balancing. um, so it's pretty intensive. It's not we go prana, idea, biofield, psychological, cellular, nutritional, neurological, endocrine. Any problems with thyroid, this is the best thing to do. Immune, oral, dental. I worked on this for my husband. And these are just colors, flower essences, just to add a vibrational layering. So for example, when I do work with my clients with my other energy healings, I actually offer them very custom when they do the a package of getting tools from me. Give very specific pyramids, crystals, flower essences, start working to add as a vibrational layer. And when we start also add radionics to it, it really is I feel it's like we are going in a very holistic approach, a 360 degrees. Okay, now I want to actually show you something very interesting, which is called this word tuning. Word tuning is something that, we can add any question. Like one of my clients had a question, when will I become pregnant? So because when I was working with my conscious fertility program, I support women going through IVF, going through fertility programs. So this is one of the very common question I get asked, but from an energy standpoint. But anything literally we can add. So if you do not find the programs in there, and we can get very specific, maybe work on increasing hemoglobin levels, or maybe increasing vitamin D, or maybe asking a question about where do I move? what is the best place to move. And there's a whole different technology and accessories that I work with to go into very specific. So that is really getting very, very specific. Excuse me. So it's pretty interesting, guys. This is something that really fascinated me. We can add a geometric sound and image set, like the mandala program or the sound program that you have seen. We can actually add a set and start putting that frequency within your biofield. So it's pretty amazing, and I really think that when we combine this technology with our programming, our subconscious mind, is very, very, very effective. So thank you guys for watching. And if you have any questions, as always, please feel free to reach out to me. Okay. And I'll see you in another video.